The first way that we connected was actually via my father, Mark Waller, who worked with Paul and Ramon for many years. At the time, it was a challenging period in my life where I had a very young family, 3 kids under 3, as well as becoming a director, Pal Fennec, looking after a number of people, sort of at that time, 120 odd staff. And obviously that brings its challenges between family life balance and business and trying to succeed in business. At that point, my father recommended talking to Paul and Ramon to obviously improve both home life as well as business. And from there, we've been working ever since, and that's coming up 5 years. The experience has been fantastic working with both Paul and Ramon. I think in the course of 5 years, I haven't had as many self-changes as what I'd had in the previous 35 years of my life. And all of those have been for the benefit of both my family and work as well. Both Paul and Ramon are very easy to talk to, very easy to work with. The calls are smooth and incredibly insightful into what's going on in my world. In terms of the results, I think it's been a game changer for me personally. Not just growth in our business and our offering in our business, which has grown substantially over the last 5 or so years, but growth as me as a person. Have become a lot more focused in my work, as well as more present at home, which of course you've got to have both family and business working in unison. They go hand in hand. I think that's incredibly important. Learning meditation has been a life changer for myself. It brings another element, it brings a contentment to my life. And it spreads across all facets of that. In terms of business, the flow of getting work has definitely improved. My ability to, I think, bring work to the company has substantially grown to the biggest bring of work to the company. I think that as I said before, the offering that we give as a service, it has grown and expanded to meet the market needs. And I think that has happened a lot around my learnings and my work with Paul and Ramon. I think internally it's always a challenge. People are the challenge in the business when you're running a business. We've got somewhere around the 140, 150 staff mark at the moment. That brings a wide variety of personnel and attributes that of course can be challenging at times. I think previously I had some frustration towards especially certain people and how they worked. In the last 5 years, the focus has been more on developing people and getting the best from the team, rather than focusing on the negatives or some of the frustrations that previously had come. So it's certainly operating from a perspective of being more content and utilizing people's positive attributes rather than focusing on some of those previous negative thoughts. I think the choice became pretty easy early on with working with Paul and Ramon. The other coaches that I'd had discussions with were quite surface level in their approach, very much on the basic levels of business and development. What I find with Paul and Ramon is it goes a lot deeper than that. The insight that they have at every meeting that we have is well and above any other coaches that I've ever worked with or had experiences with. I think that brings another whole insight to stability in your business, stability at home, and how you develop yourself as a person. It's amazing in some of the meetings how both Paul and Ramon are able to jump to the issue at hand without me even saying anything. I don't think you could say that from many coaches out there, but they can pick up what's going on without me having to even open my mouth. I think it's pretty impressive in that sense. I didn't have any concerns as such working with Paul and Ramon. It was probably more intrigue than anything, because of the way they operate is so different to your typical surface level coach. I think it was quite intriguing as to how it was going to go and try and understand it, especially from my father explaining some of the process before meeting. It was quite difficult to sort of understand how that worked until I actually had the experience, but it became pretty clear after the first few sessions that this was something bigger and deeper than I'd ever imagined. I definitely recommend Paul and Ramon to others. In fact, one of my best friends owns a business with a number of people who I have recommended to recently, and he is also doing some amazing things and getting some huge benefit. I definitely recommend any leader that wants to take themselves to the next level, take their company to the next level, develop their teams on a deeper level. I think it's a no-brainer. The transformation I've seen in myself in the last 5 years has just been huge, and all for the better. Transitioned away from many bad habits in my life, just from thinking about things more, being more content, coming from a deeper place, better serving myself, and being able to do that has such a huge impact on my family. It has a huge impact on my work family, i.e. all the people that I work with every day. The ability to just be calm and make decisions clearly is just such a bonus to being able to do business well, and also at home as well.